Doctor Who, Tales from Time. The 12th Night. Written and narrated by Chris Jones. The night sky glistened, stars as bright as a neon sign lighting a shop window on a dark street. A familiar sound fills the air. A time rupture tears open, and the Doctor and Vicky stumble out of it. "Where are we?" Vicky exclaims in a saddened manner. "Not sure, but it looks like Earth," the Doctor remarks in his usual all-knowing tone. The pair start to explore their surroundings. Without hesitation, the Doctor licks his finger and holds it up in the air. Based on the wind, looks like we're on Earth in the year 2025, the Doctor states rather smugly. Vicky looks at him with a hint of confusion. "How can you tell that just from the wind?" The Doctor looks at her with a slight smile. "I just can." Vicky rolls her eyes at him as she starts to notice Christmas lights. "Wait a minute, is it Christmas?" Her tone of voice is somewhat excited, but the hint of sadness still remains. The Doctor looks around at his surroundings. It appears to be Christmas Eve. Vicky looks bemused at the Doctor. "And how exactly do you know that?" The Doctor looks at Vicky, a playful glint in his eye as he points to the Christmas display. There's a calendar on that display over there. Vicky, in a somewhat irritated but yet amused manner, snaps back at the Doctor. "You think you're so clever, don't you?" The Doctor lets out a small chuckle. "Well, yeah, I do, actually." A little bit annoyed at him, she sighs and turns away from the Doctor. The Doctor starts to walk with a spring in his step. "Come on, Vicky, let's see what Christmas has for us." Vicky follows with less of a spring in her step. A familiar sound sets in, the sound of Christmas carols. The Doctor smiles with a grin that beams ear to ear. "I love Christmas. No matter what body I'm in, I always love Christmas. It's a wonderful time of the year. I once went to a planet that celebrated Christmas 365 days of the year. Great place. We should go." The Doctor notices that Vicky is unusually quiet. He stops and turns to her. "What is it?" She looks back at him. "What do you mean?" The Doctor stares intently at her and states calmly, "Something is off." "What have you noticed?" Vicky scans around her surroundings, noticing how quiet it is. "It's very quiet," she remarks. The Doctor also looks around, beginning to notice that something is off. The Doctor states solemnly, "It's too quiet. Something is wrong." Before the Doctor can truly work out what's going on, he looks at Vicky, noticing that she's not quite coping with recent events. She looks at the Doctor with sadness now engulfing her face. "Doctor?" The Doctor places his hand on her arm. "I know. There's nothing I can do. But I will find out who is behind this. And you have my word, Vicky. If there is a way to save Stephen, I will do everything in my power." The two share a brief hug before a time rupture tears open in front of them. They pull away from the hug and look at the time rupture. "So, do we go through?" Vicky exclaims. The Doctor scans the rupture with his sonic screwdriver, the whirring sound alternating in pitch. "Nothing out of the ordinary, so I guess it's our next doorway," the Doctor states with a hint of skepticism. They walk through the rupture and they exit out the other side onto a blanket of snow. Their footprints crunch in the snow as they carefully walk across the path. "Snow!" Vicky remarks gleefully. "I love snow." The Doctor kneels down, takes a handful of snow and allows it to crumble through his fingers, as if he is reminiscing. "It's been a very long time since I last saw snow," the Doctor states solemnly. Vicky looks at him with a hint of concern. "Are you okay?" The Doctor greets her concern with a smile. "Oh, me? I'm fine, just remembering the past." Vicky smiles back. "I forget that you're like over 2,000 years old. The past for you must feel endless," she responds curiously. The Doctor's smile fades as he replies, "Yeah, you could say that." Another time rupture tears open and the Doctor slowly rises up looking at Vicky. "I guess we have to keep moving," the Doctor commands in an authoritative yet hesitant tone. They walk through another time rupture and appear on a barren wasteland of a planet. Vicky looks around, uncertain of her surroundings, whilst the Doctor appears to recognise the planet. "I've been here before," the Doctor states solemnly. Vicky looks at the Doctor, noticing the pain behind his eyes. "Something happened here, didn't it?" The Doctor takes a deep breath before explaining, "We're on the planet Wonderland. A civil war took place here and claimed the life of a wonderful person called Alice." Vicky looks down, unsure of what to say, before meeting the Doctor's gaze. You've lost a lot of people, haven't you? The doctor sheds a tear. Oh, you have no idea. When you're as old as I am, it starts to take a toll on you. Vicky places her hand on the doctor's arm to comfort him. A time rupture suddenly tears open. They step through the time rupture and appear in a different snow-covered area, but it seems to be Earth again. A man approaches them. Are you him? The man asks the doctor calmly. The doctor responds, well, that rather depends on who you think I am. The man stares intently at the doctor and replies, are you Dr. Smith? The doctor looks confused. Well, that's a complex one. Vicky looks even more confused. How is that complex? You're the doctor, not Dr. Smith. The doctor sighs as he realizes he's going to have to explain. I am the doctor, but in many places on Earth, I go by John Smith. Vicky continues to look confused as she responds, why? The doctor, slightly frustrated, replies to Vicky, does there have to be a reason? The man's face grows concerned as he interrupts. Dr. Smith, I need your help. The doctor turns to face him. Oh yes, sorry, how can I help? He says in a calm manner. The man appears agitated as he gestures to follow. Come quick, it's my girlfriend, the man states with a panicked expression. The doctor and Vicky follow the man, who is now very worried. They reach a house, and as they enter, they see a blonde woman sat on a chair looking ill. The doctor takes a closer look, kneeling down to see her face, and he pulls back when he realizes who the woman is. Vicky notices that the doctor appears stunned. Are you okay? She asks. The doctor looks at the blonde woman. Yeah, it's just... well, it's... I know this woman, he replies, stuttering and struggling to get the words out. The woman looks at the doctor in confusion. Hello, Rivers, the doctor says with sadness in his tone of voice. Vicky puts her hand on his shoulder. The blonde woman looks at the doctor. Do I know you? She states in a confused tone. The doctor places his hand on her face. Well, not this face. I mean, not really. You did, but in the end you had to forget me. Oh, Daisy Rivers, I'm so sorry. A tear forms in Daisy's eye, as if she almost remembers why she's sad, but she can't quite work it out. A time rupture opens. Vicky turns to look at it. The doctor stands up and joins her. The pair walk through the rupture, and on the other side is something the doctor was not prepared for. The pair are on Earth, but many years in the past. They're outside a house that looks familiar to the doctor. Vicky looks at the doctor and can see the pain behind his eyes. Doctor, where are we? The doctor looks away from the house and at Vicky with a tear forming in his left eye. He takes a breath and responds calmly, This is my past, Vicky. Vicky looks at the doctor with confusion filling her face. Should we be able to see your past? The doctor's expression becomes concerned. There are laws of time. My people, the Time Lords, are in charge of those laws. But Omega decimated my home world. Time has never been so fragile. Vicky now looks worried. So why are we here? The doctor's expression starts to become angry. Whoever is playing this game with us is trying to make me angry. Vicky looks through the window of the house and sees a man and a woman. Who are those people? She remarks inquisitively. The doctor hangs his head and composes himself before offering a response. That's me from a past life, and that woman is Sky James. Vicky can see the pain in Sky's eyes, but is wondering how that man can be him when he looks nothing like the doctor. That man can't be you. You look nothing alike, she states with curiosity. The doctor looks at her and tries to hide his pain. Where I come from, we don't die. We regenerate. Every cell in our body changes and gives a new life. That man is me from 10 years ago, at least 10 Earth years. It was the last time I saw Sky before she died. Vicky comforts the doctor. I'm sorry, she says calmly and comforting. The doctor places his hand on top of hers as a bright white light consumes them both. The pair have now reached a vacant white empty space. It's familiar to them. We've been here before, Vicky says aloud. The doctor looks around. This is the space between time, the doctor remarks as if he knows exactly how this all works. So what now? Vicky states calmly. We wait, the doctor responds after getting over seeing his past. A time rupture appears and the pair walk through. A time rupture rips open on a Sideman's ship and slings the doctor and Vicky out. They soon realise where they are and Vicky's face fills with dread. Doctor, I can't watch Stephen die again. They look on as the events unfold, and they're made to watch Stephen die again. The doctor's face fills with rage as he shouts, "Where are you?" Vicky looks scared as the doctor lets out his rage. "Come on," the doctor screams in anger. "Show yourself," he shouts in pure rage. Vicky reaches out to him and talks to him. "Doctor, I don't like this." The doctor sees her fear and responds in a calmer manner. "I'm sorry, Vicky. I'm so sorry." She looks at him, appreciating his apology. As another time rupture opens, they grab each other's hands and exclaim in determined expression, "Here we go." They step through and the time rupture closes behind them. The Brigadier sits alone in his office when he gets a call. "Hello?" He listens intently before responding. "I'm glad to have you on board, Doctor." The Doctor and Vicky will return in Time Rupture, coming in 2026. You have been listening to Doctor Who, Tales from Time, The 12th Night, written and narrated by Chris Jones. This has been a DC63 Productions audiobook. For more DC63 Productions Doctor Who fan film content, please go to YouTube and click the subscribe button. You can also listen to this on Spotify and YouTube.